Good morning, everyone. Welcome to St. Kitts and Nevis. On behalf of Sotheby's International Realty in St. Kitts and Nevis, we are elated to share with you today the unveiling of an amazing luxury residential development. St. Kitts, well, let me first introduce who's with us here today. We have Kate Mollet, who is our lead development associate. We have Joe Garcia Rios, who is our senior sales executive, and myself, Nevis Sanchez, who is the vice president of business development. St. Kitts and Nevis is a dual island federation, which is really a hidden sanctuary in the midst of the West Indies. What that means is we are one country, one country, two islands. The commute between the two islands is really breathtaking. It's a 7-minute boat ride, which you'll hear about a little bit later. And that is basically from one island to the other. So you can go spend the day, you can come back. It's a little bit of background on the beautiful island of St. Kitts and Nevis. Our development is actually located in the Southeastern Peninsula. The Southeastern Peninsula is, I really won't know how to describe it. You'll see some pictures later, but it's really like going into, it's nestled between the Caribbean and the Atlantic, the rolling mountains, the hills, and it's just breathtaking. The whole arrival scene from the airport to the destination of our luxury residential development is really breathtaking, to say the least. Right now, the development has 36 luxury residences, all of them with 100% unobstructed views. There's 12 3-bedrooms and 24 are 2-bedrooms. You'll see about the amenities later, but I'll give you a little heads up that we will have a beach club, we'll have a private club, and this will be a full concierge service luxury development. Right now, I'm going to go ahead and turn it over to Kate. Kate is a native of Nevis, and I don't think anybody can tell the story better than Kate. Kate?
Thank you, Nevis. Thank you all for joining us today. I'm just going to share my screen with you all. There we go. So welcome to Solterre at Cockleshell Bay in St. Kitts, West Indies. Here we have the gorgeous view of the sister islands, as Nevis said, in our federation, Nevis and St. Kitts. So Solterre is the new barefoot luxury living in the destination of Cockleshell Bay. It's exquisitely envisioned residences perched at the point between the sun and the sea. Trade winds are blowing gently across the waters and natural wonders are waiting to be unearthed. Here, beauty, discovery, and unexpected treasures await from sunrise to sunset. So here are the islands, some overview and highlights, of course, of St. Kitts and Nevis. And here we have Mount Liamiga of St. Kitts, the volcano. So we're one with the Caribbean. We're exquisitely positioned right in the middle of the Caribbean with about a 2.5-hour flight from Miami, easy access to St. Bart's, Anguilla, Dominica, Guadeloupe, St. Lucia, all the way up to the Bahamas and Puerto Rico. So this really is St. Kitts. You can see here we have a lot to offer on the island. In the middle photo, we have, of course, our development, Solterre, looking out to Nevis in the far end. And then the vast body of water is Christophe Harbor, the Caribbean's newest deep water mega yacht marina, which also has the cheapest fuel for yachts on offer in the Caribbean. You can see St. Kitts and Nevis has a lot of culture to offer. We've really been the center of the Caribbean for a long time, and of course, an unearthed secret that is coming to light now. We're not just a relaxation place. We have activities such as kiteboarding, surfing, sailing, hiking. We have 2 volcano hikes, multiple waterfall hikes. So we really have the offer from A to Z on how you can spend your time here and what you can do. So this is the Southeast Peninsula, as Nevis fantastically described. It's a winding road between the ocean and sea, and it is a fantastic way to arrive to Cockleshell Bay. You can see on the left here is the Atlantic Ocean, and on the right is the Caribbean Sea, all split between a couple 100 feet of land. And now the Southeast Peninsula is home to some of the best maintained roads in the Caribbean, I would say. It makes perfect for Sunday driving, and also no potholes or anything like that will come in place. The whole of the South Peninsula, all of the telephone wires and poles are underground, so there's nothing to obstruct the natural beauty that is the island. Now, St. Kitts and Nevis is home to offers the oldest CBI citizenship by investment program in the world. We were the first in the Caribbean to start this and in the world. With real estate investment offers a favorable tax environment. This attracts the elite audience from around the globe, not only to hold our passport, but to visit our shores and really relish in the unknown beauty and relaxation that hasn't been seen before, and we're bringing to the forefront. Now, with the CBI program, with the strongest passport in the Caribbean, which is St. Kitts and Nevis, we also have a favorable tax environment, so no capital gains tax, no income tax, and no inheritance taxes on offer once becoming a citizen of St. Kitts and Nevis. And now we move on to the development. You can see here, this is one of the most frequently visited bays in St. Kitts and Nevis, absolutely gorgeous. So welcome to Solterre at Cockleshell Bay. This is the view from all 36 units at sunrise, I should say. This is sunrise, looking over at that golden sky and Nevis out to the distance with a gorgeous view all throughout, panoramic views of the Atlantic and of course the Caribbean Sea. So we have an elevated residential experience set on Cockleshell Bay, which of course is the most sought after destination in St. Kitts for the previous reasons of it just being untouched and wanting to bring it to the light, which is what we're doing. We have beachfront destination boasting crescent-shaped white sand beaches, the meeting of the trade winds. So you never have that heat of the Caribbean. You're warm, but you're never hot and bothered. You have that winds blowing at all times gently, and it's also very relaxating. You have the turquoise waters of the Atlantic Ocean and the Caribbean Sea just beyond. You have that choice of the relaxing Caribbean Sea or the active Atlantic Ocean. And at all times of the day, residents can take in breathtaking views of St. Kitts' sister island, Nevis, just across the water. We are a unique destination, and of course, our tagline must be the point between sun and sea, which is really where we are. So now our resort residences overview. We have 36 2- and 3-bedroom homes and offering 9 half-acre lots. So the resort will be modern luxury with fully serviced resort and residences club amenities. With the Solterre residences, the amenities will have access to the club at Solterre, the beach house with room service, maid service, car and golf cart parking. And now at Solterre, the clubhouse will have state-of-the-art fitness center, an infinity edge pool, a full service bar and grill, and a rooftop for events and social gatherings that are available to all residences. And now the beach house will offer full service bar and restaurant and a beachside concierge, and of course those water sports that you have to do in the Caribbean. So this is our master plan of Solterre. And now the clubhouse at Solterre, you see at the middle, this is of course the amenities package, and these clusters here are the residences, and these are the 9 half-acre lots. So currently right now it is around about a 2-minute to 3-minute golf cart ride down to the beach. So you have the elevation to experience the trade winds, to experience the views, but you're also a hop and skip away from the beach, which of course will have the beach house down here at Cockleshell Bay with one of the calmest and most protected bays of St. Kitts and Nevis. And now to the right, we have the future resort site, where we will be bringing a 5-star luxury resort to the island as well. And now all of these units here, these clusters, they are architecturally designed to be staggered or laddered. So every single unit will have its own private view, and no unit will enlarge on each other's views throughout the time. And here we have the residences. So this is the exterior shot from your entrance. Each unit has its own private walkway to its entrance, and all units have this exquisite landscaping as well as the rooftops outside. So this is the lower deck, living room and outer deck. You can see here, this is also at sunrise. This will be your view. You can see that swimming pool there, that is not a plunge pool. We offer fantastic private pools where you can do laps and actually use the pool rather than just stepping in it. We really want to bring in the outdoor, indoor living throughout this project. As we know, when you're in the Caribbean, you want to enjoy the outside, the sun, the wind, the trees, every single thing that makes the Caribbean, we are incorporating into this lifestyle here. Now, the features of the 36 individual homes, they all have common walls on the interior units. They offer 3-story living with lush garden-style landscaping, modern Caribbean design featuring locally sourced volcanic stone. And this is very important to the developer as well as to the architect, as we view ourselves as patrons to Cockleshell Bay and as well as to St. Kitts and Nevis. We want to incorporate as much as we can of the culture and the lifestyle into our project and elevate St. Kitts and Nevis to the next level, which is why, as you see here, the locally sourced volcanic stone straight from the island, and really bringing forth the spirit of St. Kitts into all we do. There will be 24-hour front desk and concierge services available, as well as impact-resistant windows and doors for those cheeky hurricane seasons that we don't really have here in St. Kitts and Nevis. We have been lucky in the past, but we have that just in case. Of course, high-speed Wi-Fi will be available in all units for those. If you work from home, we have that option available here. We'll be able to do that. Or if you just want to stream Netflix, the abilities there are endless. And as I mentioned, we are close proximity to the Mega Yacht Marina in Christophe Harbour, as well as the 7-minute water taxi to Nevis, and around a 15-minute taxi ride or car ride to the private jet airspace, as well as to the airport. We have the lower terraces and the private pools that are on offer. This is the outside of 2 units. See, as I was mentioned earlier, the staggering of the units to ensure that no one ever encompasses on someone else's view, and you have that extra level of privacy at all times. So now all of the residences come fully furnished with primary suites on both floors, the private plunge pool, and spacious indoor-outdoor terraces. And the very clever thing about this project is the lock and leave suites. We have engineered in a way that with the rental pool, you are able to lock out and rent the bottom half of the unit and live upstairs, or vice versa, or you can enter both the upstairs and the downstairs as 2 units into the rental pool. So there's many ways you can chop and change. You can add extra privacy if you have guests visiting. So it really you're really able to experience the full effect of the rental pool, as well as having that own privacy within your own guests. Of course, we have fantastic views of the Atlantic and the Caribbean Sea. And as mentioned earlier, all units have have their own private rooftops for gatherings, special occasions, or just to watch the fantastic sunrise, or to watch the glow of the sunset on on Nevis and the Atlantic Ocean. Now I'm mentioning, going back to the rental pool, we also have the fully sized owner's closet, where you are able to leave whatever your belongings, personal possessions, whatever it may be, with a key that you have solely yours. No one can access that. So even if even if your unit is not being rented at the time and you are leaving for a period, you will also be able to hide and stow away in the owner's closet anything that you may wish to leave. And all units will come with a full-size washer and dryer. And this is the primary bedroom and terrace. So you can see out here, we're really incorporating the indoor-outdoor living with fantastic views straight from their bedroom. You can only imagine the Zoom meetings you'll have, and everyone will believe you to have it on as a green screen, but no, this is your view at all times. So these are the floor plans of a 2-bedroom residence. This is the entry. You enter on the lower level, and you'll go down to your primary suite with your primary bathroom, the great room, which encompasses the indoor-outdoor and onto the outdoor terrace with your private pool, as well as a secondary outdoor terrace as well, which is accessed, of course, from the primary suite. Upstairs, we have the secondary unit with there, of course, a private bathroom, their balcony. And if you carry on upstairs, we have the outdoor rooftop terrace, which is which has a kitchenette, as well as outdoor living. So this is where you can see how you're able to lock and leave these two units within one into the rental pool. You can have the primary suite of the lower level, where it has the pool and the indoor kitchen, and upstairs where you'll have the secondary suite and the upstairs balcony with the kitchenette outside. So this really gives a good feature of how you're able to chop and change and make it fit for the best for you. And there we have, of course, the residential roof deck. Not bad. So this will be in the middle of the day. This is your view. And you look down onto absolutely gorgeous scenes across from Nevis in the distance. That fantastic volcano always has the same cloud on the top of it. And this gives an idea of this isn't a finalized interior design stylized, but this is very similar to the style that we will be using going forward. And then we have the 3-bedroom terrace with the entry on the lower level with your primary suite, bathroom, powder room, the great room, as well as the outdoor terrace, as well as the private pool. And again, very similar to the 2-bedroom with your own private access to the outdoor terrace as well. Upstairs with the mid-level, we have the secondary suite and the 3rd bedroom, all with private access to their own balcony, carrying on that indoor-outdoor living. And upstairs, of course, with the private rooftop, kitchen, dining, and a lounge. And then we move on to our amenities at Solterre. So this is the Solterre Clubhouse. This is currently a rough rendering of what this will look like. This is still preliminary stages, but this will be accessed by all residence owners and, of course, the lots in the 9.5 acres and the 9.5 acre lots. So the clubhouse at Solterre will feature state-of-the-art fitness center with dressing rooms, lockers, and bathrooms, a gorgeous infinity edge clubhouse pool, which makes you feel like you're flying over the edge, looking at that fantastic view of Nevis, the Atlantic, and the Caribbean. And of course, a shared rooftop for social gatherings and events, which is available, of course, to all residence owners, as well as owners of the 9.5 acre lots. This is the view from the outside, what you can experience: fully furnished bar and grill, seating areas, relaxation, loungers, cabanas, and of course that rooftop at the top. And now the beach house on Cockleshell Bay will offer a full service bar, beachside concierge, and water sports. You have to make use of that water with sailing, kayaking, jet skiing, whatever it may be, will be on offer, of course, with fantastic selection of drinks and food going forward. And now the team, our developer, architect, and sales team. Solterre was envisioned and created by Capital Realty and Development, a team of experienced master planners who have created residential and resort developments across the US and the Caribbean. They bring together the world-class architects, designers, engineers, consultants, attorneys, and contractors as they develop and market each unique property and product. They're excited to share and showcase Solterre's unique, exquisite offering and alluring beauty with the world, while respectfully and sustainably supporting the island's communities and businesses. They carry forth the responsibility of acting as stewards to Cockleshell Bay and St. Kitts and Nevis, so the rest of the world may fall in love and discover the island that they as well fell in love with. Now, our architect, Raphael A. from Rad Architecture Incorporated, is a design firm specializing in hospitality, commercial, and residential projects. Combining his 20+ years of experience in architecture and interior design with his distinctive approach skills, Raphael and his team translate the client need and original vision into successful buildings and developments all around the globe. Their exceptional design reflects the culture and atmosphere of its one-of-a-kind location on Cockleshell Bay and benefiting from the years of hospitality, residential, and commercial design experience Brad and its associates bring to their work. This is offering through St. Kitts and Nevis Sotheby's International Realty with Neil Payne, our managing partner, Nevis Sanchez on the call as well, our VP of Business Development, and Joe Garcia Rios, who is our senior sales executive here as well on the call. Thank you very much.
Great. Thank you so much, Kate. That was wonderful. A couple of exciting highlights that Kate went over, starting with the fact that Solterre is phase 1 of a master development, which has 152 acres in it. Within, there will be a 5-star hotel, as she mentioned, a beach club, other residential elements such as starting $2-3 million lots up to $10 million lots. The original lots that we have at Solterre also have what we call spec homes, and those are homes that have been designed by one of them, our lead architect, Rafa. The other one is being designed by Nick Brisbane, and who is a local architect and is working with us as well on the development and has been for many, many years. So the main point in that is that the development is going to be built, the land is going to be sold, and there will be construction and building simultaneously. From a real estate investment perspective, which for all of us is always very important, the opportunity to go into Solterre right now at the very beginning phases opens up many, many opportunities in the future. Obviously, pricing is very important, location is very important, and there really is nothing like this development here on the island. It is turnkey, which is very important. So basically, once you put in your reservation, which is the stage that we're in right now, we are in. They break ground, we close, you bring your clothes, you bring your toothbrush, as they say, and you are in this beautiful luxury residential development. Important also to note, the stage that we're in right now is reservations. So basically you go ahead and pick your unit, 10% deposit to start. We can get more into that on a personal appointment, at another time. You're more than welcome to do so. But we are in the residential stage. We should be in contract somewhere between May and June. And very importantly, breaking ground as early as midsummer. We are very, very excited, as I mentioned before, not only the location, but the actual design and construction and the opportunity of real estate in this development right now in this island is second to none. And we're glad to be representing it and have, I guess we'll open it up. Kate is going to monitor the Q&A, and that's it. If you have questions, please feel free.
Okay, so first question to Nevis. Do we have plans for a golf course in the area?
We do not have a plans. In other words, in our development, there is not a golf course, but there is a golf course right across in Nevis, the Four Seasons. There's actually 2 golf courses on island. The golf course in Nevis, which is, as I mentioned before, a 7-minute boat ride away. And then there's one in St. Kitts as well at the Marriott Resort in St. Kitts. So golf is very accessible.
Fantastic. And now, Nevis, any plans for new luxury developments in Nevis?
At the moment, Nevis holds the Four Seasons, which is very well known. I don't have any plan. I don't know of any plans for any luxury development in Nevis at this moment.
Okay, and Nevis as well. Are you, if you buy one of the half-acre lots, are you able to design and build whichever style of house you would like?
Well, as we mentioned before, we will have several spec homes designs that you can choose from. What you do inside your home is obviously the upgrades that you want to give to them is personal, but the outside we will have between, right now we have 2, we're looking to have 3 different models for you to choose from to build.
Fantastic. And can I manage the rental myself? Are we able to, are owners able to manage their own rentals?
We are having a very high-end luxury rental management company. To keep the standard and the level of Solterre, we would ask that the owners go into this rental pool, for lack of a better phrase, but it really is a very high-end concierge service that will maintain the property value, and it'll maintain the quality of renters that, you know, we seek to have, and actually all the owners seek to have in the development.
Fantastic. And now, are golf carts included in the price package, or is that an added expense?
We have not finalized that as yet, but our intention, remember, we are in the reservation, so some things will change, some things will not, but we do have the golf carts, you know, included in it right now, and we will have a separate parking area stipulated for the golf carts. Added to that, because of our full concierge service, we will have cars for Solterre that if you want to go shopping, you want to go into town, you want to spend the day at another beach, for example, although we do have the most beautiful beach on the island, but if you want to, anything that you'd like to do, they will take you. So like a private limo service, in other words, but there will be golf carts included, and you will have a separate parking area for the golf cart as well.
And at what price are the 2 and 3 bedrooms starting from?
The price point of the 2 and 3 bedrooms is anywhere between 2.7 to 3.6. We have 2 inner units at 2.45. It depends on which unit. So they're in clusters, we call them clusters, but they're buildings of 6. The 2 outer units are the 3 bedrooms. The 4 units are the 2 bedrooms. The 2 inner units, 2 bedrooms, are 2.45, and the 2 outer 2 bedrooms are 2.75.
Okay, great. And now, okay, great. Joe, I'm going to ask you this question coming up. If I apply for a St. Kitts Nevis passport, can I keep my original one?
Original passport, that's going to depend from the country. They have your original passport. What countries do allow,
Oh, I'm sorry, Joe, we can't quite hear you, I think.
we know.
Yes, there we go.
Repeat the question again.
Yes, so if someone applies for a St. Kitts Nevis passport, are they able to keep their original passport?
It's going to depend on the country. Passport. Most countries have multiple ships. The U.S. does allow it.
Right.
Fantastic. Any more questions? Okay. Is there a membership fee to the amenities?
There will be a membership fee to the amenities, which includes, as we said, the beach club, the private club, the concierge service. That fee has not been determined 100% yet. We are in the process of putting those numbers together. They will be by the time we are in contract at May, June of this year.
Okay, yeah, and it said we see you planning to break ground this summer. What do we have in mind to build first? What will be included in the first groundbreaking? So
the initial groundbreaking will include what we call right now Building D and Building C, which are the 2 buildings that are adjacent to the clubhouse in the middle, and the clubhouse as well. So the clubhouse and the 2 buildings right next to the clubhouse will be built simultaneously.
And what sustainability features will Solterre offer? I will take this question. So we're currently looking into LNG, so liquid natural gas, to power the development, as well as offering cisterns underneath the units. This has not been decided whether each unit individually will have its own individual cistern, but we're currently looking, the clubhouse will of course have its own cistern. And moving forward, as needless to say, we are in the reservation stages, so things are subject to change, but we are looking into having cisterns per building to offer sustainability, as well as having generators. In case anything goes wrong, we'll have that generator backup, the liquid natural gas, and of course, the cisterns offering. Okay, and if I buy 2 units, can I convert them into 1?
That's actually a question for the architect. We can definitely look into it. Because the location and because they do share a wall, I don't anticipate that being a problem. But I would love to reconfirm that at a later date.
And if I have a renter if I have family staying with me, are they also able to use the amenities?
Yes, absolutely. Any family or renters that we have, one of the reasons why we have this high management concierge service company partnering with us is because to have the renters in the units, and they will be able to use all of the amenities just as the owners, which is great as far as an income producing element for the property, because obviously, you know, someone that goes in there, they're going to have a high rent. They want to be able to use the amenities, and we will definitely allow, permit that.
And when is the estimated completion date of the first phase?
Okay, so we are, as we mentioned, we're now in reservation. We should be in contract by May, June of 2021, breaking ground sometime midsummer of 2022. I lost last year. And then completion should be fourth quarter 2023, fourth quarter 2023, first quarter 2024, just about that time.
Around that time. Okay, fantastic.
So we're about 2 years away. 18 months to 2 years. And when buying a half-acre lot, are you responsible for building this, or will the owner have to take care of the building? We are in the process of obtaining what we will call our, I don't want to use preferred, but there's builders on island and builders that we will have available for the owners to build their properties. Again, we will have the model or the spec homes, and then, you know, we can choose from whatever builders, you know, we have selected, and build. You can go ahead and build your property. We will take care of overseeing the building, though, the construction. I'm sorry. Not us personally as Sotheby's, but we will have project managers that will take care of that.
Fantastic. And now, how can I get to St. Kitts? Well, St. Kitts is actually very easily accessible by the whole world. We have direct flights from New York, Newark, Miami, Charlotte, Dallas, Canada, although Toronto, they are due to the pandemic, they are restarting those flights soon, but we do have a direct access to Toronto, and as well as to London Gatwick. We have all direct flights, and now from all over the world, we have daily flights from Miami. And Miami, of course, is very easy to get to from anywhere else in the world. So St. Kitts and Nevis is really easily accessible from all corners of the world. We also happen to be around a 3-hour boat ride from St. Bart's, Antigua, St. Martin as well. So we're easily connected by air and water. Does anyone else have any more questions?
I think we are, we want to thank you for joining us. And if you'd like any more information, Joe, Kate, myself, the team here in St. Kitts. We also want to thank our team from New York who is online with us, and our team from Miami. And, you know, we can definitely help you with any personal appointments. And if you'd like more information, we would gladly get on a call with you. Thank you so much, everyone. Appreciate it. Looking forward to seeing you in St. Kitts.